Good morning, everyone. How are you all?
I am fine. I'm fine, thank you, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Yes. My dear students, in the previous session, we have completed understanding lesson number 13. Now, our PT2 exams, that is periodic test 2 examinations, are nearing. So, we need to revise what all we have learned till now. Okay, especially the portion for the examination. Have you all gone through the portion for the examination, the timetable?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So who can tell me which lessons are there for the English literature exam? Yes, Sibata.
Foolish fish and finding the makeup.
Yes, you're right. Lessons 9 and 10. The foolish fish and finding the man cub are a part of the portion for the PT2 exam. You're right. Very good. So let us start revision with lesson number 9. That is the foolish fish. Hope all of you are ready with the literature textbook.
Yes.
Yes, let us revise it. Let us revise the poem and the exercises of the same. Okay. As we discussed just now, the title of lesson number 9 is The Foolish Fish. The Foolish Fish. Who can tell me the meaning of the word foolish? What do you understand by the term foolish? Foolish. Those who wish to answer, I request them to raise their hands. Okay? Then I will unmute your devices. Otherwise, there is a lot of commotion in the class, which I want to avoid. What do you understand by the term foolish? Yes, MU.
Silly.
Silly. Yes. Somebody who doesn't think before acting or before taking any particular step or action. Right? Do you agree with that, MU? Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Yeah, okay. So foolish means, as MU said, in one word we can describe foolish as silly. But in a little more inner way, we need to understand that foolish means somebody or something that doesn't think before acting. Are we supposed to do it that way? Whenever we take a particular step or do any particular action, don't we need to think before acting, before taking the step? We must, right? If we don't do that, we will be taken into consideration as fools. Okay? We all have been gifted by a brain, gifted with a brain, right? All of us have a brain. So we need to make use of it. Think before taking each and every step, we must think. Otherwise, those who don't do that, what do we call such people? Or animals? Foolish, right? Foolish. Don't you think before acting will be considered as fools or foolish people? Yes? Okay. So let us just revise. Why is the title of this poem called or termed the foolish fish? Let us see, what did the fish do to become a fool, to be called a fool? Nivya, unmute. Read the,
His mother.
read, yeah. The first stanza. I want you to read the first stanza. No, not from the board, from your book. Do you remember this?
Yes.
This one is the hero of the poem, the foolish fish. And what type of fish or what kind of fish is it? It's a trout. It's a trout. See this fish here that you see in the image is the trout. Trout. Okay. Yeah. Fine, Nivya. Continue.
Dear mother, sail a little fish.
SAID. Said.
Set
Said a
a
little fish.
Is that a worm I seen?
It's not a. Is that a worm I see?
It worm I see.
Hmm.
I am
Hmm.
very hungry
Hmm.
and I wash
Wish.
you
W-I-S-H. Wish.
wish you
Hmm.
di- get
Hmm.
the worm for me.
Okay, fine. Nivya, there are some corrections that you need to keep in mind. All right. I will tell you those. See, did you notice I apostrophe M?
Okay, ma'am.
I apostrophe M.
Yes.
I apostrophe M is to be read as I'm. I'm. This is a combination of two words. This is poetic language, okay? I am. It is to be read as I'm. I'm. Together. Repeat. I'm.
I'm
Yes. And
I'm
then the
very
next word is you apostrophe D. This is a punctuation mark, okay? Apostrophe. It's called an apostrophe. You'd. This is a combination of two words. You would. You would. And it is to be read as you'd. You'd. Yes.
you
Okay, it's a combination of two words. You and would. You'd.
would.
Okay. What about the others? When I explained these things to Nivya, did the others listen? If I call out one particular child, it doesn't mean that I'm explaining only to that particular student. It is for the entire class. So all are requested to pay utmost attention. Okay? Did you understand? Yes. Nivya, I want you to read the complete stanza one more time with the corrections. Nivya? Unmute. Yeah. Continue. I want you to read the same stanza with the corrections.
Dear mother,
Is not needed. Keep the R a bit soft. Dear mother. Dear mother. Hmm.
said
Hmm.
a little fish.
Hmm.
Is this
Is that?
is that a worm I see? Am
Hmm. I'm.
I'm
Hmm.
very hungry
Hmm.
and I wished
Hmm.
you'd
You'd.
you'd
Uh,
get the
hmm.
worm for me.
You'd get the worm for me. You'd get the worm for me.
You'd get
The worm for me. Okay, fine, Nivya. You may sit there and read the same stanza repeatedly. Okay? Yeah. Leon, unmute. Read the second stanza.
yes, ma'am. Sweet fish.
Mm.
The mother cried and started from her
Mm.
corner.
Corner. Is not needed. The sound is not needed. Don't make it so precise. Keep it soft. Corner.
Corner.
Corner. Yes, good.
And
Continue. Mm.
started from her corner.
Very good.
That worm you see
Is there?
there
Mm.
to hide
Not hide. Hide.
Hide the
Yeah.
sharpness of a hook.
Of a hook. My dear students, whenever you come across the letter A as a single letter, you need to read it as a hook. A
hook.
sound. A hook. A boy. A girl. Not a boy, a girl. No, that's the wrong way. A hook. A boy.
hook.
A girl. A child. Did you understand?
Yes.
Yes, keep that in mind. Leon, read it one more time, please. The same stanza.
Sweet fish.
Mm.
The mother cried
Mm.
and started from his corner.
From her corner.
Corner.
From her corner.
From her corner.
Okay.
That worm you see is
That worm you see
is
mm,
there to
is
hide.
there.
To hide.
Not hide. Hide.
Hide.
Uh,
Sharpness of a hook.
the sharpness of a hook.
Sharpness
A hook.
of a hook.
Of a hook. Okay. Fine. Good. Good effort, Leon. Keep the corrections in mind, my dear. Okay. Thank you. Yes, Ryan Manu, it's your turn to read the third stanza.
Around about the worms.
No. As I have heard.
As I have heard, the little crow was young and foolish too. And presently he still went out to learn what might be true.
Good. Good, Ryan. Why don't you read the same stanza one more time? You're trying to read it quite well. Good.
As I have heard, the little crow.
Did you notice the comma after the word heard?
Yes, ma'am.
So that what does the comma tell us to do?
As I have heard, the little crow was young and
Fantastic.
and presently he still went out to learn what might be true.
Good. Well done. Thank you. Prithvindev, unmute. Read the fourth stanza.
Around about the world, he stared and gave it a hard, long look. And dear me, to himself, he said, I'm sure there is no hook.
Okay, one more time. Prithvindev.
Around about the worm, he played and gave it a hard, long look. And to himself, he said, I'm sure there is no hook.
Okay, fine, Prithvinder. You're reading quite well, but try to read a bit more slower and clearer. Okay? Okay, thank you. Siddesh, unmute. Read the last stanza.
I think I will give one little bite. And that was what he did. And thus he died. That little fish by not doing as he was told.
Okay, good, Siddesh. Good. You're trying to read well. Good job. But I noticed one thing. You read the word I apostrophe LL as I will, right? It's a combination of these. No?
Yes.
Yes. I will. Instead of reading it as I will, I want you to read it as I'll. I'll. Don't make that O sound very clear. Okay? I'll. I agree to it that it's a combination of these two words, I and will. But while reading, it is to be read as I'll. I'll. Yes. Did you understand the trick?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well done, my dear. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Yeah, welcome. So hope all of you have noticed the corrections. Yes. Whenever we come across a punctuation mark, give it the importance. The punctuation marks tell us to pause and then start reading all over again. Okay. So we need to do that. Otherwise, whatever we are reading, the people who are listening to us will think that it's a song that he or she is singing, and they will just enjoy it without understanding anything. So when you speak, do you want the listeners to understand what you are saying? Do you want that? Yes. When we speak, we expect the listeners to understand what we are trying to tell them. So we need to read slowly and clearly as required. Did everyone understand? So whenever we come across a punctuation mark, take a pause and then start reading again. All right. Okay. Now the first stanza of the poem. Dear mother, said a little fish, is that a worm I see? I'm very hungry and I wish you'd get the worm for me. One fine day, as the little fish was swimming around and playing in the water, from afar he noticed a worm, but he had a doubt about it. So he called out to his mother and asked, Dear mother, is that a worm I see? Mother cried. Why did mother cry? We are revising, right? So you have to tell me the answers. Why did mother cry? Sweet fish, mother cried. Why did mother cry? Those who are ready to answer, raise your hands. Why did mother cry? No, I cannot see any hands raised. Why? Yes, Satik, unmute.
To get the trouble small fish were.
I didn't get you. Please say it a little more clearly.
The mother fish get the worm for the little fish.
Okay, that is what the little fish wanted his mother to do, right? But here it is mentioned that mother cried. Why? Mother cried. That means mother was sad or worried about something.
Mother,
What was she worried about?
the little fish want the worm.
She was worried about that. Okay, fine. Satik, good effort. Abir, yes, my dear. What do you feel about it?
Was dead.
No, my dear. That happened at the end of the poem. Anybody else wants to add to it? If anybody else wants to add to it, you may raise your hands. Come on. Ryan Manu, yes. Why MU is not raising his hand today?
The mom thinks the worm is hiding the sharpness of soup. So mom thinks that was he cried.
Yes, you're right. Very good. Mother cried, mother fish cried because she was worried about the safety of her little one. Okay, mother fish knew that the worm is hiding something inside it. So, as soon as the little fish asked it to get the worm, mother fish started feeling worried about the child's safety. That is why she got worried and cried. Okay, very good, Ryan. Well thought. Thank you. Okay. And she started from her corner. Now, we all know mother fish was worried. She was scared for the safety of her little child. So, she started from her corner. Started, the meaning of the word started here is moved out of fear. Moved out of fear. She was scared. She had some fear in her mind. So, because of that fear, she started from her corner. Okay. That worm you see is there to hide the sharpness of a hook. Then she explains to the little fish that The worm that you are looking at, the worm that you see there, is actually hiding a very sharp hook inside it. A very sharp hook inside it. Okay. Angelica, unmute your device and tell me, what was the worm hiding?
The sharpness of a hook.
Why don't you try to give me the answer in a complete sentence? Your answer is right, but I want it in a complete sentence. The worm was hiding.
Worm was hiding the sharpness of a hook.
Yes, the worm was hiding the sharpness of a hook. Very good, Angelica. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Some students here, Satik, Ameya, Maria, Adil, and Ashik. Switch on the videos. Now, Ameya. Yeah, okay. Abel. Okay. Now, as I have heard, the little trout was young and foolish too, and presently he still went out to learn what might be true. The poet says that the little fish, as we all know, the title itself tells us that it's a foolish fish. Though the mother gave him the instructions to be careful that the worm is hiding the sharpness of a hook inside it, still, being a foolish fish, the little one did not pay much attention to it, and still he went. Presently means soon after. As soon as his mother gave him the instructions regarding his safety, regarding the danger, the little fish did not pay much attention. And soon after, he went out to check whether what his mother was telling him is true or not. He wanted to make sure about it. Then, around about the worm he played. Without listening to his mother's instruction, he just went near the fish, and around the worm, he started moving around and playing and gave it a hard, long look. A hard, long look means to look at something continuously for some time. To look at something continuously for some time is the meaning of hard, long look. Long means for some time, continuously. Okay. Hard, long look. And dear me, he said to himself, I'm sure there is no hook. After looking at the worm for some time, the foolish little fish decided, no, there is no hook inside this worm. Did he listen to his mother's instructions? No. Being a foolish fish, he did not pay any attention to his mother's instructions. He looked at the worm for some time continuously, and then he decided on his own that there is no hook inside the worm. Then he thought, I'll give one little bite. What is going to happen if I just give one little bite to the fish? What is the meaning of bite? What is bite? Who can tell me what is bite? Why are the same students only answering? Each one of you must be ready to answer. Come on. What is bite? Bite. Yes, Dia, unmute. What is bite?
Yes, ma'am.
What is
Yes,
bite?
ma'am. Bite means a thing that we take one bit.
Okay, you're not able to explain it, but you know the meaning. You have understood it, right?
Ma'am, can I tell once?
Yeah, definitely.
Something that we
Eat. Yes.
of a small piece.
A small piece out of that food item, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you can make it simple, my dear. Whenever we eat any particular food item, do we eat it as a whole?
No.
Sometimes we do,
a small
right?
bit.
Sometimes we do.
Small bit.
We
Yes.
take a small bit.
We take small bites, not bits, bites
Okay, ma'am.
of it. Okay. Whenever we take a particular bite out of one food item, that is called a bite. One particular piece, one small
Okay, ma'am.
piece is called a bite. Okay.
Can I mute?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Good effort,
Thank
dear.
you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome. So, as we do the same thing, the foolish fish also decided to do. He thought, why don't I just give one little bite to the worm? Let us see what happens. There is nothing inside the worm. So he thought about giving one little bite to the worm. And that is what he did. And you all know what happened then, right? What happened when the little fish gave one small bite? Small bite. What happened to the fish? Sibada?
The little fish died.
Yes, because of his foolishness, the little fish died. Okay, now who can tell me what was the main reason for the little fish's death? Why did he die? What was the main reason? Okay, Vinayak? Yes, try.
Ma'am, because
Yeah.
he not listened to his mother.
Because he did not listen, not listen. He did not listen to his mother. Repeat, Vinayak. Huh? Because he did not listen to his mother.
Not listen to his mother.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Now let us do a,
Thank you, ma'am.
yeah. Okay, Vinayak. Welcome. Do you remember the authors, the poets of this beautiful poem? Yes? Let's have a look at them once again. The names are Anne Taylor and Jane Taylor. You have already gone through all this information, right? Yes. Anne and Jane Taylor, both being well-known English poets and children's author. Children's author means people who write books especially for children. A person who writes poems is called a poet, whereas a person who writes books is called an author. Do you know the difference between these two terms? Yes? So the Taylor sisters, namely Anne Taylor and Jane Taylor, are poets as well as authors. Okay? And hope you remember that the Taylor sisters have written the words for the very popular rhyme, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Do you remember learning that in kindergarten? Yes. So now you know who has written the words for that beautiful rhyme. It's, okay, Jane Taylor, one amongst the Taylor sisters. Okay? Clear? Then these are some of their other famous works. This is just extra information that I'm providing you with. And what kind of fish is the hero of our poem? The trout, right? The trout. Okay. And what is this thing? Yes, this sharp hook was hiding inside the worm. This hard hook was hiding inside the worm. Okay. Now I want all of you to take your literature. No, take your rough notebook. We will write and learn. Take your rough notebook. Ready? Write today's date, 25/1/2022, lesson 9, revision. The first word meaning that we need to revise is started. We have discussed this just now. Who's ready to tell me the meaning of the word started once again? Started. Amaya, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is the meaning of started? We discussed it just now. Started. Amaya, can you hear me? Amaya, can you hear me? No. Anybody else is ready to answer? Sivada and Siddesh are raising their hands. Okay. Harin, what is the meaning of started?
Move out of fear.
Is it move or moved? Started. Started. This word is in which tense form?
Move.
Which tense form? Started. Start. Started. I started studying yesterday. Which tense form is it? Which tense form? Started. Past tense, yes. So the meaning also must be written in the same tense form. Did you understand, Haran? Now tell me the meaning of started.
Moved out of fear.
Very good. Moved out of fear. What is the meaning of fear? To feel happy or scared?
Scared.
Scared, right. The mother fish was scared. She had fear in her mind about the safety of the little fish. So she started from her corner, moved out of fear. Okay, thank you, Haran. Good. I want all of you to write and learn each word and its meaning 5 times. Now, in the class, 5 times. Write the word and write its meaning, both. Each one 5 times. The second word, hook. H-O-O-K, hook. Who remembers the meaning of the word hook? H-O-O-K, hook. MU?
A curved metal used to catch fish.
Fantastic. Can you help me with the spellings of these words? A curved metal.
Curved metal used
Curved spelling?
C-U-R-V-E-D.
Metal.
M-E-T-A-L.
Used.
U-S-E-D.
Very good. Completed.
T-O.
Catch.
A-A-C-A-T-H.
C-A-T-C-H. Catch.
F-I-S-H.
F-I-S-H. Yes. Hook is a curved metal used to catch fish. Okay, very good, Emu. This, see, it's curved. Curved, and it is made of metal. This is a hook. Okay, thank you, my dear. Ryan?
Yes, ma'am.
Trout. Meaning of trout?
A fish.
What kind of fish? What kind of fish is the trout?
A fish. What?
It is found in fresh water. See, my dear students, the water that we drink. Dhanush, are you playing there?
Ma'am, a fresh water.
Yes, the water that we use for drinking is called fresh water. And a trout is a fish that is found in fresh water only. Okay. What is the water found in the seas called?
So
Salt water. Yes, you're right. Be confident, my dear. Salt water. Okay. But a trout is a fish which is found in fresh water. Fresh
means
water.
aquarium. That
Sorry? Yeah. Fresh water. The water that we use for drinking, cooking and all is fresh water. And the fourth word is presently. Presently. Presently.
1 minute, ma'am.
Presently.
Fresh water.
Presently. What is the meaning of presently? Yes. Ellen. Unmute. Unmute. Yeah.
Soon after.
Soon after. Yeah, we discussed that just now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, my dear. Good.
Welcome, ma'am.
I'm writing the fourth one here on top. Presently means soon after. These word meanings are already there in your book, right? You have already taken down the notes. So if anybody has not been able to take it down from the board now, you can make use of the notes given in the notebook, written in the notebook. Okay? And each one you need to write and learn 5 times. When you're writing and learning, write the word and its meaning, both. Don't just write the meaning. Write the word and its meaning. Then it will be registered in your mind. All right? Hope everyone is clear with this. We will continue in the next session. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye-bye.